Hey everyone, welcome to Post to Post. It's Neil here. Thank you so much for joining me on this Jersey Concept Friday. Hope your week was excellent. I've got 32 concepts for you to look at. Well, technically, I don't. The designer does. M. Bird is the designer today. He's got home jerseys for us this week, and then the away versions next week. So if you like some of the specific designs in here, you can expect to see maybe a little bit of an inverse for next week. Did I say next year? If I did say next year, I'm going to say next week. Next Friday, the away versions of these jerseys. So if you like some of these, you'll probably like next week's as well, and you might even like them a little bit more. So thank you so much for joining me. M. Bird, thank you for submitting these. Let's check them out. I've not seen them. Let's jump in. Anaheim's first. Home jerseys. What you got, Anaheim? Okay, well, the colors, pretty much perfect. I'm missing the green. I'm missing the eggplant a little bit, but I love the orange, okay? The orange is great. Now, we've seen Anaheim go through some definitely stylized angular striping or jersey designs in general over their years. Originally, mid-cycle, now, and then this concept is kind of in line with that. It's very symmetrical, which is nice. Not necessarily, it doesn't really date back to their original design language, but it's still within, those boundaries. It looks good. I do like this. Let's move on. Okay, so Arizona here, we've got the Kachina influence going back to the previous generation primary logo. Switched a little bit, added a little bit of the purple into the logo, which is nice. Shoulder patches look good. I would personally prefer squared off shoulders. You guys know this. That's the only tweak I'd probably make to this one. I'm going to speed this one up a little bit. Unfortunately, guys, I'm running a little bit low on time today, so we'll speed run this a little bit. Next, the Boston Bruins. Okay, well, the logo is classic, and I know people like that version, but I'm wondering, change nothing about this except for make the yellow black. Because although it doesn't look bad as a yellow jersey, actually, I think the confliction between that amount of yellow with the brown is conflicting. So I would just swap it, make it a little bit more clean, make the whole thing black, keep everything else, and I think it would be better in my opinion. Next up, Buffalo. Wow. So many stripes going on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 stripes on each arm. That's 22 total. Plus down below, that's probably replicated. So that's 33 stripes going on. Wow. It's a bit much for me. I don't mind the neck. I like the shoulder patch. That looks really good. The logo seems a little bit big, but it does look good. And I like the bottom of the arms too. Just the way that is kind of angled up to meet the same horizontal plane of the bottom of the middle of the jersey where that gray starts in the striping. But I don't know what you do with the striping. Maybe just make it a little bit more subtle, or I'm not sure. It's a little bit too busy. Next, Carolina. Now, I just said that I preferred squared off shoulders. However, I don't necessarily think they fit on this jersey, at least first impressions. The striping I'm okay with, but I think this is deserving because there's so much going on in the bottom of the jersey. That's not just striping. You have a repeating pattern there, which is very polarizing visually. So it's almost like you don't want to balance it with busy at the top. You kind of want to have it spaced down below and then let the emptiness be at the top of the jersey. Usually it's the other way around. You've got the bottom of the jersey to be a little bit more empty, but I just feel like there's maybe an overcomplication of balancing happening here. So maybe just make the shoulders red and not black. Ooh. All right, so I guess it hasn't really changed that much from their home jersey. As far as jersey design, color is obviously a big part. So the exterior lighter blue that we see here is the only big difference that I can tell of other than the lighter blue in the logo, other than the lighter blue at the bottom of the jersey. So typically that lighter blue that we would see in the jersey would be a darker blue, but it does look nice as the lighter blue. I don't know if I like it better than the current home jersey, but as like an alternate that fits right in with the brand, absolutely. Now, Calgary coming out hot. Going back to the original shoulder patch designs, you've got the provincial Alberta flag on one, the Canadian flag on the other shoulder, and flames that are black. Typically, when people make concepts, they think flames. Okay, let's put some flames in there. They're always red or they're yellow. They're never black. I don't know if I've ever actually seen that. And it does look good. The way that they're designed is excellent because they're symmetrical, but they don't feel repeating. You can tell that it's a literal mirrored version of it, which is what you would want on a jersey, I think. But you can't tell that unless you look really, really closely. So I think the integration of those flames, the way that they're designed, is done very well. I don't love the yellow stripe at the bottom. I kind of wish that that was red. I find it pulls away from the flames. I find it pulls away from the red of the jersey. And this section here, I would also make that red or black preferably. But yeah, I don't know. Yellow is such a polarizing color. Yeah, I don't know. Just looking at this again, I'm not sure. Yeah, we'll go with that. Okay, next, the Chicago Blackhawks. I like the green in here. The green actually looks really good. I don't love the collar. I wish that was all black. But the green is a nice addition, going back to that Winter Classic logo that we saw in 2018-ish, 2019-ish for that Winter Classic. That looks pretty good on here. Yeah, the green, man, that's a nice surprise. Moving on. Not Calgary, geez, Colorado. Wow, it's been a long week. So the actual first thing I noticed was the pixelation in the sea. It's like you took it out of like Minecraft or something and put it in there. So I would watch out on whatever's going on with I can see it in the numbers as well, the letters and the numbers. I don't know if that's intentional or I suspect that's not intentional, but it looks odd, a little bit too blocky. Down in the bottom of the jersey, I think it's a little bit too aggressive as far as the mountain. Clearly, you can see it's almost two mountains in one. The bottom kind of looks like a mountain range, the blue, and then the big piece, which is the top of the one singular mountain, which is the snow that comes down. And so I think it's a little bit much. I would actually just probably nix the whole entire white part and just keep the mountains along the bottom, maybe make them a little bit different as far as height. I love the exterior of the jersey, though. That's nice. Next, the Dallas Stars. Okay, this is going to be a miss for me immediately because of the star in the middle. I don't even mind the fact that it says Dallas and the player number on there. That's fine. But I think a star, like for a home jersey, this is a little bit too aggressive. The exterior of the jersey is amazing. The shoulders, the way that the stripes come down, kind of like on the Columbus jersey, it's very nice. The colorization, the green with the gold or the yellow, whatever you want to call that, with the black, that looks really good. It's just the star in the middle, I think, that's kind of throwing me off. Next, the Detroit Red Wings. So they're one of those brands that they're very difficult to rebrand as far as home and away because they're so traditionally minded that I don't think this is better. It's not bad. Like, there's nothing about this is bad. It's just, it feels foreign because a lot of people think that Detroit should not change, and I'm probably in that camp. Next, the Oilers. So we're going back to some rustage look here, which is fine. I think this would look good as a jersey. I don't know about home jersey, though. I think their home jersey is better than this, but this is not a bad design. The Panthers. Wow, combining reverse retro, home. I think this also might suffer from overcomplication. We've got such a big shoulder patch, which is an arm patch in their situation. It's like the numbers are huge. The shoulder patch is bigger than a regular shoulder patch, arm patch, whatever. Then you've got striping in the middle, and then you've got striping along the bottom. So there's just a lot of, like, where do I look first kind of thing. I would make the number smaller. I would make the arm patch smaller. And I think that would help differentiate the primary logo to the rest of the other secondary and tertiary elements. Next, the LA Kings. Ooh, I love that little injection of yellow in there. Black is the primary color. Gray is the secondary color. Purple as the tertiary color. And then you've got some white. And then, and only then, do you throw in some yellow. I have never seen an LA concept like this that uses yellow as the fifth color in the color palette. As far as design, I don't think it's super strong, but I love the balance of color in this. I would say no to the white neck. I would say yes to the stripes, yes to the logo, yes to the shoulder patch. Don't know about the shoulders in general, but I love the colors here. Minnesota Wild. We've seen similar concepts to this, but not in this arrangement of color. We see a little bit of yellow, mostly red, mostly green, but this is definitely a little bit new. It's okay. They have such a good home jersey. Like, it's very hard. Like, this is almost in between home jersey and reverse retro, kind of, and then a previous jersey from like the Reebok years, I think it was, or maybe it was even predates that. It's not bad. It's just not better than what currently exists. So I'd love to see it maybe as an alternate. Next, the Montreal Canadiens. Wow. Okay, so combining the barber pole jersey with the reverse retro jersey, it's too conflicting. You can very easily tell that this is pulled from two jerseys, and it's a very conflicting design language. The logo is interesting. Having the H in there just kind of recolorized makes it pop a little bit more. I like that addition, but as far as the jersey, it's going to be a miss for me. Next, the Devils. Okay, so bringing the green back from 1982. They've been doing that recently, but have kind of walked back on that. They've kind of done everything, but with that said, this does not look bad at all, and I think this would be an okay alternate. I don't know about home jersey. Nashville Predators. I am a huge advocate that the Nashville Predators should go back to the blue as their primary color. Now, I know a lot of people don't agree with that, but that is still a heavy opinion of mine. I will say, though, that of all of the blue primary concepts that we've seen, this, to me, isn't one of the stronger ones, but it's not bad. I think it's the shoulders that are throwing me off. I don't really know what. I'd be curious if there was just... You see the thickness of the yellow line along the bottom, or the stripe, rather? If you share that same thickness just at the front of the shoulder, just for some balance, and left the rest of it blue, or white, maybe, because there's a lot of white down below, because it's heavy up top on yellow, it's heavy down below on white, so I'm not sure. Next, the Islanders. Whoa, that is trippy. That is super, super trippy. Ooh, at the bottom of the jersey, I almost can't even look at it. It's almost like one of those weird eye puzzle things. I like it, though. Like, it's pretty neat. I like the teal in there. Looks great on the shoulders. It looks great down below. I do prefer the traditional waves, though. Moving on to the Rangers. We've seen similar concepts like this. They always look good. This one looks, pretty good. Looks okay. Not a lot to say here. Yeah, it looks okay. Moving on, the Senators. That is a cool middle jersey design. Having that logo that was on, I believe, their Heritage Classic in the Reebok years, not as a primary, I don't think. I just sold that jersey. I don't remember what it looks like exactly. But just the shape of it to also just blend nicely into the stripe in the background. I don't love the neck, but I do like the rest of the jersey. Philadelphia, this is pretty good. Yeah, not bad. I like the arm design. That's excellent. Lots of black here is the primary. Complemented nice with the orange. Good stuff. Wow, the Penguins. Well, I love the blue in there. The neck, I was going to say I don't like the neck, but it does balance nicely with the bottom of the jersey. The shoulder patch is nice. The logo was done very nicely. And the striping, the angularity of that down below, or that design, mimics the same angle as the logo, or close to it at least, so it notches in there nicely. Don't love the numbers, and I don't love the C, but overall, yeah, it's pretty decent. Seattle Kraken. Yeah, absolutely. This looks really good. The stripe in the background looks great. I don't necessarily love the red stripe in the middle of the jersey. I'd probably remove that. Keep it on the arms. Looks good on the arms. Everything else is good. San Jose Sharks. Wow. I was not expecting this. I wasn't expecting anything really, but it's like original logo, with a bit of reverse retro 1.0 vibes in here, a bit of anniversary jersey vibes in here, specifically like the neck kind of area. You know what? This is really nice. This is a very, very nicely put together jersey. This respects the past, but also has modern design language here. This is excellent. This is actually maybe my favorite so far. Yeah, this is a nice surprise. I like this one a lot. Good stuff. St. Louis. Well, I think I'm conflicted because of the two shades of blue here and everything else that's going on. You've got two shades of blue, you've got red, you've got yellow, you've got the logo outlined in red on the dark blue, you've got the shoulder patch there, 3 individual stripes on the front of the shoulders. It's a lot. I would almost remove the red from this, honestly. I'd probably remove the red. I think it's too much. Tampa Bay, nice. So we go back to the original Tampa Bay colors in a way with the black. Nice to see that back in there. Nice to see some gray back in there as well, a little bit more. I'd like to see maybe some black in the logo. I don't know where, but because you've got the shoulder patch being black, that feels like super modern. But in the middle of the jersey, it almost feels a little bit disconnected. So it'd be cool to see the primary logo, or the logo that's on the shoulder rather, as the primary logo on the front of the jersey. Recolors that a little bit, so the text is white, not blue around the edges. I'd be curious to see that in there. Toronto Maple Leafs, love the stripes. Don't necessarily love the 2 shades of blue. I think if you went with the darker blue through the whole thing, I would like this more, but it's not bad. The Vancouver Canucks, skate jersey recolorized in some new colors, which is fine. Shoulders are very interesting. I don't think this is better than the alternate skate jersey. I don't think it's better than the original skate jersey. It's a very cool concept, maybe as an alternate. Vegas Golden Knights, too much going on immediately for me. You can see all the suits down there and the striping. I think that's inevitable, that we're eventually going to get a jersey like that. Whether it's a specialty jersey, stadium series, alternate, whatever, we're going to get it. It's going to happen. I think it's an over application here. It's a little bit too visually distracting for the bottom. The striping on the arms, very interesting. I like the little injection of red in there. Having gold as the shoulders above is nice, but yeah, I would just walk back on that striping down below. The New York Jets, wow. That was a flub. The Winnipeg Jets, to be fair, there is a team called the New York Jets, but anyway, the Winnipeg Jets, a lot going on. Again, like the shoulder patch feels big. There's striping that's quite busy. So there's a lot to look at. From a jersey that's meant to be classic logo, classic shoulder patch, it feels quite almost not classic. So I'm a bit conflicted on this one. The Washington Capitals, well, reverse retro 1.0, in my opinion, it was better than this. So based on that, I would not be in favor of this being the home jersey, although I love the Screaming Eagle. I already know my favorite, actually, which is a surprise. Came out of nowhere. San Jose is going to do it for me. They're going to do it for me this week. San Jose, this jersey is, I don't know, I just wasn't expecting it. I love how everything kind of swoops in. You got the gray at the bottom. That looks really good. You got the original logo in there. That looks awesome. You still got some of that teal in there as well. I can picture an entire uniform here. You could have gray pants if you wanted, or get black pants. I think that would look good as well. Teal pants, probably not. But you could have some teal in the socks. Yeah, I mean, this would look excellent in uniform, I think. So, M. Bird, thank you so much for submitting these. Go give them a follow on social media. On every single slide that you saw, their social media handle was on there. And if you guys want to come up with designs exactly like this, well, not exactly like this, but your version of the designs, you can go to sportstemplates.net. Find this exact template that you saw in this video on that site. Use code POST2POST. Save yourself 10%. And there are all kinds of free ones on there. I don't say this every time, but guys, go check it out. Go check out the site. They've got free templates on there. You can just download literally for free and play around with, come up with some designs and send them in. But again, if you want to drop some coin and get an awesome template, there are over 70 on the site. Use code POST2POST, save yourself 10%. But yeah, go check it out. There's other sports on there as well. So thank you for watching. I really appreciate you guys tuning in every Friday for these. Hope you guys are having an excellent week. You're about to have an excellent weekend. If you did enjoy this video, hit the like button. Tell me down below what was your favorite from this video. And please, if you're not subscribed and you're new, please hit the subscribe button. I would love that. Have a great weekend. Talk to you soon. Adios.